Okay. Just had to tweak the camera a little bit there. Sorry. Why does this say that I'm not online? Oh, technology, isn't it fabulous? Okay, now it's updated. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Okay. Alright, we are right where we left off last week on Tactical Tuesday with Final Fantasy Tactics. It would have been nice and neat if we could have finished Chapter 2 in stream number 2, but we got past 4 hours. I was exhausted. We had one random battle too many. That's the tricky thing about these kind of RPGs. With random battles, it's a little harder to plan exactly how long a given section should take. Thankfully, it's cooler today. I have a little bit of ambience. It's still a little bit too warm for me to keep this going, but I just wanted to cast a little glow and some smell goods on the beginning of the show here. So. Hey. So for those who just want a refresher or didn't watch parts 1 or 2. Oh, there's no Germanes boots, that sucks. We've been going through the game while purposely avoiding random encounters. Like, they're still gonna happen, but, like, not grinding on purpose, and we went through a lot of those in the last battle. Just prioritizing the story battles and seeing how well I can progress and how quickly I can progress. It's not a speed run per se, but just to give myself a little challenge and to try to make the show a little more entertaining, flow well for everybody. So, just seeing how well I can progress, but the end of this chapter is kind of tricky, but especially the end of Chapter 3 is pretty brutal, so we might have to grind a little bit. We'll see. I know there's also ways you can cheese the battles against Weegriff, but I think we're optimized. We'll see if we get another random battle. Okay. And I'm not gonna save scum, but just to avoid redoing the shop and stuff, we'll resave. And I was smart, I stocked up on some water this time, so look at me go. Alright. You definitely want her. Her. Do I bring the chocobo? Yeah, we'll see how we do. Until Ramza can rejoin the squad, I want to keep them all pretty well healed. Alright. Oh, everyone's like 5 levels above me. Oh, come on. Come on, Ramza, yell at yourself. You can do it! Y'all are obsessed with Chocobo. Dang it. I put him in the worst spot. I was thinking of the grid in the wrong direction. Sure, everybody gets to move before I do. It's just fantastic. Really want to take out their summoner, but he's got a spell like right where I would need to move her. Oh, we can at least get rid of these knights. Mine's gonna hit harder. Rama likes me better. Ugh, this guy. This dweeb with the energy drain. It's not even gonna do much. You jerk. What did Boko ever do to you? And there's this guy. I preferred to stop the summoner, but yeah, we'll take it. I can't remember his attack radius. I'm gonna feel really silly if that also hits Boko. It probably will. That's not the most effective, Differences 86. Hi, welcome to the show. Hope you're having a great day. Not sure if you've seen parts 1 or 2 yet, but we're, like, picking up where we left off from the prior 2 streams. It's at the very end of Final Fantasy Tactics Chapter 2. The Manipulator and the Subservient. Ooh, it'll hit before him. Yes. Oh yes, take that, you jerk. See, unlike you, Gafgarian, I have friends. What a jerk. Goodbye, Gafgarian. We won't miss you. Yeah, with the Summoner gone and Gafgarian gone, this battle's now just mostly mop-up. So. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's, for the most part, in most places, as far as I know, been much cooler today. So, big relief. Yay, got an item. It's so exciting. Nice. Yeah. It kind of makes up for the luck I had on the prior show. Moogle time! Alright, I will allow myself a brief moment of XP boosting. Mainly because I want to grab this crystal. Oh, and there wasn't even any abilities to learn. That was anticlimactic. Good night. But what if she's in another castle, Ramza? Did you ever think of that? Actually, I think she is for... at first that was a joke, but then I was like, wait a minute. And we'll use our backup save file, just in case. Not to save scum per se, but just in case something really off the wall happens in this battle. Gonna hopefully make him a Lancer, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll roll with it. I don't know if we'll get Chapter 3 done in this one show, but we'll try. Yeah, she's in another castle. The music. Still one of the coolest special effects in any game, in my opinion. And that music. Well, thanks. Appreciate you. That should wake him up, right? Yeah. I'm a goober. Alright, we'll just do it. If I can get that spell off twice, I think we're good. Interesting choice. What? It's probably Cyclops. Yeah, there we go. Not too bad. Especially compared to Velius. If you know, you know. Scary. Yeah. Just rechecking the audio mix. Okay. Must be the disc spinning. I just heard a weird sound. But please don't die over there. Pretty much. I mean, there's ways to cheese it. Now, since I'm going through the game without grinding and training with random battles, then I'll have to get creative to get past Velius. Well, especially Weegraf, like, once he transforms and your party comes in, then it's easier, but... Yeah, the last time I tried to do this challenge, that's where I got railroaded. So I have some ideas for how to get past him without purposely going into any extra random encounters. But I will allow myself a backup save in case it completely backfires, then we might have to train a little bit, but I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to make it more challenging for me, but not going too far to the extreme. Like, I know there's some people that have beaten this with just Ramza, or not leveling up somehow. I guess you can... I think you can level down your characters. I don't know, there's like all sorts of weird challenges people have done, but... So I'm not going that far, but I'm just trying to, like... make it a little more challenging and interesting, while still keeping it kind of, like, organic, and... making an entertaining show, and for people who haven't seen this game before, to kind of give them a nice let's play. Hopefully we're succeeding. What a scheme. so good. In the H2O, it's the hydrogen that really brings out the flavor. Worst joke of the day so far. It's kind of cute how whoever programmed that made the letters appear slower for emphasis. It's like, it's cute, but you didn't need to do that. Maybe you could have made the save point after this other cutscene. Ah. Okay. Didn't want to interfere too much with the story cutscenes. So for those just joining, welcome, my name's Jessica. I'm a retro lunatic. Occasionally things from the 21st century do pop in here, but... I'm all about giving y'all an experience from the 90s and the 80s, to the extent that's possible with my given means. And maybe, just maybe, connect some of y'all to pre-internet existence. What are we looking at here? I almost want to make him a Geomancer just long enough to get the attack up ability. We might do that. Oh. Level 3 monk. Dang it. So I need to make somebody a knight. I don't know. Decisions. Hopefully that should compound the job points they earn. Get them the abilities I want a little faster. You can sell some stuff too. Okay. And I'm gonna turn her back into a chemist. Just so at least one person will have the X potion ability. And her job points should give a few other people enough JP and item to make sure everybody has Phoenix Downs. I think one party member, I think him, he doesn't have Phoenix Down ability. Let's go. I'm trying to keep the menus and the minutia to a minimum. But we'll see. This battle coming up is always an interesting one. Oh, I should have given her the romantic gun. Oh well. Oh well. I didn't even give her full equipment. Oh well. What can you do? When you're blonde like me, you know, you forget these things sometimes. It's fine. We have a really fun guest character, so it should be fine. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much... Unless the RNG is really bad, yeah, that pretty much owns the battle. Don't you dare... Hi, Eldon. How the heck are you, friend? See, I almost did the thing again where I asked you, oh, how was your stream? And then, it's like, oh wait, it's Tuesday. Day of rest. Ow. That doesn't help me. See what I get for not equipping her fully? Ah, dang it. Well, here we go. Weird sound artifacts. Please stop him. Cool. I'm still pretty tired, but I did have a nice nap earlier, so... Your girl's not as tired as she was last night. During the Spyro show. I looked back at the footage, I was like, oh no. Oh no. I'd be looking really tired. Well, that's not very effective. Were you just playing more Destiny offline, or did you play some other stuff? Sleep. Why couldn't have Galaxy Stop have hit the chemists? Come on, do it. Dang it. The RNG can't always be on our side. Sucks. Oh, good. Glad that went well for you. Oh, Lon, I really wish you would use Galaxy Stop again. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. Now you're just being a bully. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Thank you. He normally uses it a bunch of times in a row, and then... Are you serious? It only got one of them. Well, better that than having him, like, use one of my Phoenix Downs to revive his enemies. Oh, and he's one of the ones that doesn't have a freaking Phoenix Down. This is why we can't have nice things. Yes! Do it. Don't you dare charm anyone else. This battle's more irritating than usual. At least stop that chemist, so he can't shoot Olan again. Are you serious? Have I ever lost this battle before? No, I don't know. What are you doing? Why couldn't you have done that on Ramza so he wasn't charmed? Well, that's something. Interesting choice. Is my chemist ever gonna get to do anything? What are you doing? What? How was that a good move? This game sometimes. Get out of here. Olan, if you get yourself killed at this point, we're gonna have a talk. Are you taking such risks? Now you're forcing me to put my thief in a bad spot. Get out of there! This is better. It's better at least save Olan. Okay. That's more like it. Just the same. In case you get stupid again. Here. Take it. Just for that, we're gonna stop your galaxy. See what I mean? guess if you're about to die, you might as well try to give yourself a pep talk. And for dramatic effect. Hooray. It worked out, but it was a little rough. Olan made some questionable decisions. Hey Lucy, what's up? Congratulations again on the job. Oh, me too. Questionable decisions are tight. Sometimes. Okay. Probably the most important friendship forged in the history of Ivalice. At least within the context of this story. No Germanist boots yet. Oh, almost. What was I even trying to learn with him? I already got move plus 2. I guess there are some rare weapons I would want to potentially steal. Although it's a little different, the relationship between Zalbag and Ramza reminds me, in some ways, of the relationship my father and I have. I'll explain more about that later. There's a point in the story where that gets more relevant to explain. Never really have too many of these. What are these? For the XP. I'm not really gonna use that. Okay. Oh, that's right, yeah. Overdue for a Lancer in the party. Oh, look. There's a spammer. Get out of here. Okay. And just in case something gets weird and we don't have to go through the cutscenes again, we'll save. One of these days I'll have an actual chair to play games in. No. I'm not a fan of goodbyes either. The compelling reason to come with you. You seem determined to kill me anyway, so why should I come stand trial and probably get executed? So, yeah. Some of these battles start off like chess. Might take a few turns before you get to strike. Your stick has nothing on me. Phrasing. Oh, it's too bad I don't have somebody with the ability to, cast summon magic. Not as effective as normal, but... Don't you... Hey, welcome back! Oh, that one was a spammer. But Difference has been a fun person to have in the chat, so... I think it's the first time I've seen him in the chat room, so it's been good stuff. For some reason, I was thinking he left the battle but used to finish off the others. So. Well, that was easy. Didn't get a lot of job points out of it, though. I probably should have made the battle go a little longer. Just for that reason. There's the German's boots, okay. Awesome. Oh, well, thank you. I put a little effort into my appearance today. And it's been a while since I wore this dress, so... It's a little on the warm side, so I couldn't really afford to wear this on the scorching hot days we had. Today it's manageable. Yes. Okay. Just need to take a very brief restroom break. Give me like 2 minutes. I will be right back. And we're back. That's what happens when I actually stay properly hydrated. Even someone like me, who won the Bladder of Steel achievement in Rock Band 3. Okay. Some of these battles are probably going to be tricky. Actually, I know already which one's probably going to give me trouble. So we'll use the other slot. Phrasing. We might use that Black Chocobo. We'll see. This battle's usually not too bad, it's the next one that concerns me. Of course, it also depends on what spells those time mages have. don't have very high faith rankings, so that's good for me. Oh, it's so good. Like, every single track in this game is absolutely marvelous. Ooh, I see an opportunity. You're so dreamy. Come on, you saw that coming. Ah, don't... It's not true. Perhaps. That was so much damage. Strategery. Nice. The fall did so much damage, I love it. What you doing, buddy? Casting the spell? Good night. Well, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants. Get all the experience you can. Darn. Ray. Islude. Do not like this fight coming up. Yeah, I'll save. Builds character. Yes. That'll be a good one to have. Everybody still doing good? Oh, well, that sounds fun. we'll roll with that. I kind of wanted to turn him back into a squire, but I don't have... I forgot to buy extra armor. Well... No, he can still... What am I saying? He can equip the... basic clothes as a squire, too. Have a little bit more HP. Okay. Hopefully that will... Hopefully that'll work in our favor. We only have to beat Islud, but that's a bit of a tall ask. So. When you haven't been grinding and training. Music's so good. It's so good. That's a whole lot of nope incoming. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. That figures. If I'm really lucky, I can get him with a silence effect. Would you look at that? Just the same, though, I would like to eliminate him from the battle. It was meant to be. Alright. Dang it. Oh, that's cheeky. You know what I forgot to do? Re-equip her staff. Ugh. I'm such a professional. Her summon won't be as powerful without it. Okay. Everything is okay. Everything's fine. Nothing is on fire. You'll probably jump on Agrias. Phrasing. I mean, she is a high, so... So, Lucy, otherwise, how are you doing? Like, pretty excited about the job? appreciate that. Yeah, it is. It's like he has the benefits of the Lancer, but is faster. Yeah, you have to really... You have to really plan well to get the jumps in. You really have to study the AT gauges pretty thoroughly. Yeah, you have to kind of, like, guesstimate, like, based on your character's speed, like, when it'll land. Wait, is there an actual remake being made? And not just a re-release like War of the Lions? Like, that hits, I swear. Thank you. Huh, interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, if it's... I would rather it just be, like, another re-release, like War of the Lions, but maybe give us the choice of that translation or the original. What am I doing? I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but I don't think full-blown remakes of games like this are necessary. Yeah, I shouldn't have moved my Lancer that far in. Ow. Yeah, it's pretty broken. Just really annoyed that I forgot to re-equip my summoner with what she needs. Yeah, it's no grind. So, I've had some random battles. Like, I fought the ones that, you know, I just naturally ended up in, but... I needed to challenge myself a little bit. But, you know, not too ridiculous, because I still wanted to put on an entertaining show and, like, show people the story, and... I'm gonna take a shot at Izlut here. Yeah. And I've heard of people doing, like, Ronza only, or, like, no level ups or anything. I'm like... It's very commendable of y'all, but I can't, I do want to enjoy the game as well as put on a good show. Am I gonna pull off the lightning stab? Crazy. Yes. Please tell me he's weakened enough. No, he's not. Why would he be? You jerk. Oh. Well, Zypher, thank you very much for joining. We're happy to have you. I hope my hijinks are entertaining. It is an all-time classic. I've been in love with this game for... well, however long ago 1998 was. Do you have a shot at her? Dang it! Dang it! Come on, Agrius. That should do enough damage. Yes, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm still not the best at, like, catching when new people pop up. So, welcome to the show. Appreciate you. Like, I have the chat window on a little screen here, but I don't have, I don't have a lot of other stuff that I can see going on besides... Oh, well, thank you. Within the means I have, I tried to be entertaining. I don't think I'm I only mentioned it once. So I'm running on composite AV from original hardware. So it's why things don't look 4K, yo. And I'm playing on a CRT for myself. I've got a splitter running. One to the capture card, obviously, and one to the TV. So I'm trying to bring as much of the 90s experience to y'all within these means. Right, I better save after that. This next battle can also be a bitch, but usually Isloot is the biggest problem here. Yeah, I'm glad you said no grind, because I mean, like, this is the third stream of this playthrough. I could have just said no grind, and most people would have understood what I meant. Instead, I was like, going through these elaborate explanations. I think he's good. I guess for giggles, we'll just do that. Yeah, now we have Wegref again. It's gonna be so fun. Okay. Now she's gonna be doing some damage with Rama. I almost had Holy Explosion. I think if I hold back a bit and draw Wegref in a little bit, I can pummel him with a summon and an attack from Agrius, and that will hopefully do the trick. Also depends on... Shoot, now I don't remember how close he starts. If he gets a lightning stab off first, then I'm screwed. Yeah, I'd say this is my favorite RPG ever, but the downside is it's too easy to break the difficulty. As polished as it is, I don't think it was play-tested for difficulty as much as it should have been. Like, there's just so many ways to break the game, even before you get Thunder God Sid. But that's why we do stuff like no grind. Oh my gosh. He does get the lightning stab in first. Yeah, plus there's like... Jeez, that was devastating. Plus a calculator leveled up enough is just ridiculously destructive. Like, they're slow, but once they get going. Thank you. Yeah, if I can get a summon off fast enough, I think we can take him down. hope. If this hits... Yes! Yes! What am I doing? Just hit him. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? He's going down. Take that, punk. He ain't moving after that. I'm pretty sure my Lancer would have come down in time. I don't know. Yeah, he's just big chilling up there. I don't know, I guess that was a gamble, because, like, Wheatgraph might have... I forgot to check his CT, but... Well, I'm glad that worked. This is such a great scene. Oh, thanks. It's nice having the Summoner as an artillery strike. They're kind of like a glass cannon. The Wheatgraph is... I think he's a great villain, because he's not, like, pure evil. Like, you understand why he does what he does. At least up to this point. Music gives me chills every time. Essentially that's it, yeah, to, like, try to bring back the Zodiac Braves. And to, like, fulfill what Ultima was trying to do in the previous age. And it just so happens that Ivalice is in such a state that the church is, like, the perfect catalyst for the Lucavi to bring all this about. Like, the Lion War was, like, the perfect scenario for them to try to, like, resurrect their order and bring back Ultima. But it's also a little more complicated because in Final Fantasy XII, which is also Ivalice for those who don't know, like some of the Lucavi are summons and they're not all necessarily pure evil. Yeah, I haven't played Tactics Ogre yet, but it's on my list. I don't have a lot of time and energy to do a lot of RPGs the way I used to, but I would definitely love to give the Tactics Ogre games a go. Ogre Battle. It's one of those things that I wish money didn't have to be involved, but, you know, if we get to the point where the show is monetized, and I can spend more time doing this, that's something I can consider doing more often, is bigger, longer games, like more JRPGs, more tactics RPGs. My job takes a lot out of me. Like, I can't overstate that. Well, there's that too. It's been... yeah, the heat really takes it out of you. But, like, honestly, if I was able to at least keep my minimum bills paid by doing this, then I would be able to play a lot more RPGs for y'all. I'd still have to break it up now and again. I gotta do my platformers, I gotta do my shmups, and, beat 'em ups, so... yeah, again, like, I do this because I love it. Like, I love these games. It's my favorite art medium. Oh yeah, if you check out my YouTube channel, you'll see it's quite a variety. It's all over the place. I have, let's see, it's behind the camera. I have an NES, Super NES, N64, PlayStation, Saturn, Dreamcast, Mega Drive with Mega CD, Xbox 360, PS2, PS3. There's an Atari 2600 over there, so... I try to. I like to try to give people, like, a warm place. Like, it's not just nostalgia. I mean, that's a big part of it, but... just a place to celebrate the art form and classic media and something that's like the opposite of all of this fake hyper reality that you see online these days, and like, you know, generative AI and, you know, fake influencers and fake social media. And it's like I want to provide a place that is free from all of that. I mean, I do have to keep the lights on, I do need to keep my belly fed, so if I can get paid to do this, that'll be great, but it's not the reason why I do it. It's just one of those things that hopefully will come about so that I can get better equipment, play more games for y'all, and do longer games too, not just short stuff. What was I even doing with him? I forget. Who can say? Well, thanks. I mean, considering all of the outdated equipment I'm using, oh yeah. I'll put it in the chat real quick. It's also linked in my Twitch profile if you want to, if that's easier. But I'll put the URL here as well. Hopefully that works. There you go. If that doesn't work for some reason, the link should be in my Twitch profile. And most of the streams eventually do get uploaded to YouTube. Not every last one of them. I don't put all my eggs in one basket, as it were, but... What was I even doing with everybody? Oh, that's right, I barely got any job points from the last battle, because it went so fast. Oh, I think I did miss a symbol, I'm sorry. I'm not very hip with 21st century. Ins and outs. How are we doing on time? Oh, it's not even 2.5 hours. We're doing great. Considering we had to start at the end of Chapter 2 with this show. So I was hoping we could do 4 streams each chapter of the game. Nice, clean, self-contained, but I was so tired, and it was past 4 hours on the last show that I had to save the Lionel Castle battle for this show. Whoops. Yeah, and part 2 will actually go live later tonight. So if you have time to binge watch... Okay. Have fun, don't do drugs. I mean, that makes it... It makes it everything better, right? I mean, you probably are doing it anyway. If there's, like, bleach involved, you're probably, like, breathing in. There's no way to quickly roll through this, is there? I should have just said yes on that dialogue. Like, of course Ramza would have read these. He's not... He's naive, but... Yeah, plus this music is like... That's part of the reason I have the candle behind the PlayStation logo. That's 'cause this game can get intense, but it's also cozy. Yeah, so Germanic would be the equivalent of Judas in this story. But then it turns out, you know, there's more to the story. It's not an obvious evil betrayal. I have a feeling... I'm not gonna get too deep into this. I have a feeling, like, whatever parts of Christian lore were real, and not lost in translation. There's probably a lot more to the story of the disciples. Yeah. It's just different enough. Like, it helps that in this world magic's real, so it's easier to kind of explain certain things, but... Yeah. Definitely is. Smoke if you got them. Also, I do think this particular translation leans a little heavier into the parallel with Catholicism. I think the War of the Lions translation, even though it went way heavier with Ye Olde English, I think it slightly backed off of the parallel with Christianity to an extent. But I still prefer this localization. Like, even with its flubs and its mistakes, I think it's more effective. Yeah, there's definitely commonality, and, you know, of course, religions that get really big and powerful and corrupt have a tendency to pluck from other belief systems to suit themselves. So I think there's, like, a combination of similar figures throughout history, and then also, like, kind of cherry-picking stories that were really effective and kind of, like, re-spinning them in the new mythology. I don't know, this game's development cycle couldn't have been super long compared to modern Final Fantasies. I mean, what did this come out in 97 in Japan? PlayStation came out in 94 in Japan. So 3 years at most. Probably more like 2 years. You know, because Squaresoft wasn't as big. And they also had to work on Final Fantasy VII. And they had other stuff in the oven as well, so... Yep. Exactly. I think most mythologies, if not all of them, have, like, a common source. And it's just spread into different expressions. Yeah. Yeah, when you deconstruct a lot of it, you do find that, like, so many similar roots. Like, even with belief systems that are separated by continents and oceans, there's so many common roots. Yeah, and Ramsa's like his father, like, he's actually, like, a very noble spirit, and, like, he's only fighting for actual justice. And, yeah, like you said, actually trying to save the world. Because he, as naive as he is, for most of the story, he identifies that, like, there's a greater threat than the face value of the Lion War. Yeah, pretty much. And I would be willing to bet a lot of Monopoly money that there is an equivalent to the Germanic scriptures in the Vatican. Like, there's a whole other side of the story. I'll have to use that. Oh, poor Simon. He's stuck in an awkward position there. I'm sure there's, like, multiple books. Among other things. So. We better save. You just never know. Yay! Okay. I forgot there was another cutscene. Right in the feels. Oh look, a random battle. I think... Is this the first one we've had on the stream? It is. Who knows what we'll find? Yeah, it's... Where did my water go? Oh. Yeah, it's like, not a clean betrayal, it's like, he's also using her, but I think he does care a bit, but he's like so jaded by what happened to him in Chapter 1. And he's overtaken by his new ambitions. I think she stabs him. Because, Delita stabs... Or at least attacks. I don't think he actually kills that spy. That girl is a spy. I don't want to say her name in case someone's watching and hasn't seen the story yet. Yeah, her name's something like that, I forget. Balmafula, I think it's something like that. Well, now I'm scratching my head, like, he either kills her, or, like, the way the scene cuts off implies violence, but I don't remember for sure if she actually dies. We'll find out. Not on this stream, but probably the next one. Yeah, I think she shows up in the epilogue with Olan, though. We'll find out for sure. It's because it's probably, if I'm remembering correctly and she survives, it's probably because she has some use for Delita. Or Delita has some use for her, however you want to put it. Take that, skeleton dude. You know, we've all got skeletons inside us, it's spooky. We're always ready for Halloween. See? Yeah, I summoned her. Ooh, that was brutal. After all these years, that critical hit sound is still just like... Ah, chef's kiss. Yeah. Experience denied. Stabby, stabby. And gone. Well, at least those basic monsters weren't, but... We'll see. Ryovane's castle is going to be very special. Rock Hill. Like, that battle's easy. That one's... I don't remember that being too bad. That one... I mean, technically I could do that, but... it's not a very fun show, and also... takes away some challenge. But technically that would work. I kinda wanna buy that, but I feel like we picked one up. Well, the 3 battles at Ryavane's, the first one's pretty easy. At the gates. And then there's Velius. And then there's, Elmdor with his assassins on the roof. And that one can be brutal as well, but if you can hit him fast enough, then you'll be okay, but... yeah, Velius is the one I'm worried about. Only slightly more worried about slightly less worried about Elmdor. That can be problematic too. Did I learn X potions? I did learn X potions. Yeah, like, because when I'm doing a normal, like, casual playthrough of the game, and I grind, there's a couple different ways that I've beaten Velius one-on-one. If you can get Ramza to be a Lancer that's fast enough, you can jump attack him to death. Of course, if you make him a ninja, that can make it really easy. Well, relatively easy. But... and then there's the method, which I might have to use if I get, like... if I get to that battle and I get kind of railroaded, I might have to use the yell trick. Like, keep moving him around with, and yelling until Ramza gets, like, 3 or 4 turns for every one of Wiegraf's. There is also another way to kind of cheese it, which, actually, I'm gonna see if this place has it. Oh, I'm running out of money. Yeah, the chameleon robe is a way around it as well. Yeah, let's see. He's all diamonds. He's fabulous. I forgot what I came back here for. Oh, I needed another shield. Okay, that's what it was. See, I can't remember if I get one as a war trophy, so just in case I don't, I'm going to pick up this robe. Because that is a way to counter Weegraph as well. Yeah, well, because the AI is smart enough to know, usually, at least with him, that if it attacks with Holy, it'll be nullified, so it'll try a different... He'll use some different attack. Which every once in a while, he has Monk abilities, and will use Wave Fist, which is still devastating, so... we will see what happens. I mean, if the game's willing to get a little cheap, then... yeah, it depends. Like, I've had some battles where... I didn't use that robe, but I think I had something else that made him not want to use his sword skills, but he used, like, monk skills on me, and still beat the crap out of me, so... This battle is sad. Yeah, it's not much of a threat. But it's also just sad. These guys are just trying to get away from the war. Yep, that's for sure. Oh, they're what, like 10 levels above me? That's okay. I said that's okay. Yeah. Like, I get it, it's not something you would do casually, but, like, especially in this situation with such, like, an unjust battle you're being forced to fight, and, like, everyone's starving, and food shortages, and it's just a miserable situation. Probably don't even know what they're fighting for, really. It's no grind, not no summon. Besides, she's very much a glass cannon. I like the way you did that with the staggered capitalization. It makes it much better. Yeah, I want him to learn the Lancer's reaction ability. Give him re-raise. There's been situations where that's really saved my bacon. I think it's only like 560. Yeah, they have something that's pretty hefty on the JP costs. It can be. Look at you restoring yourself to almost full health. Oh well. It's more job points for me, I guess. Whoops. Moogle! What you doing, Brett? Aw. That's more experience for me. The battle's over at this point. Exactly. Or like, the end of Star Trek 3, when Kirk is kicking Cruz off the cliff. It's like, I have had enough of you! I guess the moral of the story is go after the other chemists. I mean, they won't survive the next round anyway, but... Oh yeah, it's something else you should be prepared for on my show, is a lot of Star Trek references. Many of them extremely obscure. That one wasn't so much, but... People know the movies usually more than individual episodes, especially the old ones. Ooh, a mithril gun. I needed that. Ugh. Arthritis or arthritis-like symptoms suck. It's mostly my job. Does a number on my joints. All of them. But I probably also do have early onset RA, knowing my luck, so. That would make a cool story, but no. Oh, Lucy, were you talking about? Never mind. Yeah, Kirk was original series. I like the Orville too. Like, it gets off... The first season's kind of... It's like the tone is all over the place. It doesn't know if it wants to be a full-on comedy or another version of Star Trek The Next Generation, but it's a fun show. Yeah, the original series did have a lot of fist fights, a fair bit of making out. It's good fun. I mean, I'm never gonna stop. I'm just letting you know. For you and the people that are new to the show. That's just... This is how it's gonna be. Oh, Lucy's Team Star Wars. We had this discussion last week. Or no, was it Sunday? On the Ace Combat stream. If it's classic Star Wars, we're good. Especially 1990s Star Wars video games. They're like... peak awesome. Yeah, $560, that's how much this costs. Yeah, I mean, the original Star Wars, like, I love it. It's a great movie. Like, there's perfectly good reasons why it took off. But it's like 21st century Star Wars, I'm like, eh. But, yeah, I think it would be cool if the game had multiple endings. Maybe if, like, Ramza's story ends the same way, because we're being told this story from a point in the distant future. Like, was it 500 years later? Was Al-Islam? But maybe if the ending could change based on what you said, like, yeah, if you do full party, don't dismiss anybody. That kind of thing. See, that's... If we're talking remakes or remasters, like, I don't really want the game to be fully remade. But if they wanted to re-release it and add a more elaborate ending, and maybe different things happen based off how you play the game, like, that would be cool. Yeah, I'll be excited to play some, whenever we get to some of the old Star Wars video games. It's an explosion that's holy. We were talking about Super Star Wars. I actually have it on my shelf over here. And I do have Star Wars Rogue Squadron for N64. So that'll be a fun show. And when I have Star Wars Racer on the Dreamcast, so... I don't have a lot of Star Wars games, but the ones I have are good classics. And I do want to pick up some more. There's some Star Wars games for PlayStation and Dreamcasts, and obviously more good ones for Super NES and N64. Yeah, the Dreamcast version of Pod Racing is awesome. It runs super smooth. It even had, like, online leaderboards back in the day. It gets pretty tough, too. Like, it starts off pretty... It goes pretty easy on you, but then it cranks that difficulty dial way up. First Resident Evil? Oh, yeah, that's retro. I mean, I have family members that aren't even as old as Resident Evil. I have Resident Evil 2 on PlayStation. I don't have the first game right now. I did for a little bit. I wish it wasn't so expensive. I was hoping to get the original release and not the director's cut. The one that comes in the long box, but... those are pricey. It might come down to, I might just pick up the director's cut again just to have it, because it's a lot cheaper, but... Okay. So as long as... oh. So for this battle, Rafa needs to not do something stupid. And I need to not get destroyed by the summoners. Those ninjas can be devastating as well, but... I should probably train somebody to be a ninja. I already forgot the requirements. I think you have to have a thief, monk, and something else at a certain level. This type of vertical. Have I mentioned how much I love this game? That's not gonna go well if I try to force that. didn't see. I couldn't see the full extent of what she targeted. Oh no, I'll find out. Get your balls out of here. Oh, this is probably targeting Agrius. Okay, that wasn't so bad at all. All the summons are cool, but also, like, the beginning of Rama's spell almost sounds like a photon torpedo. What? This is the first time I've seen this. I didn't know the non-named characters would talk. Guess I usually defeat Malak too fast for that to ever happen. Alright. How many squares does it go forward? 1, 2, 3, 3. Oh, I could have probably used Holy Explosion on her. I didn't even think about that. Oof. What did I say about... not? Could you not do that? Why did there have to be 2 summoners? I'm gonna get wiped. Yeah. Well, that sucks. The summoners are too good. They had such an advantageous position in the CT as well. I gotta sit through all this to reload the game. You've already won. Don't rub it in. Okay. Well, we had a pretty good run up to that point. I expected we would have more trouble in the monastery, so this ain't bad. I'm keeping an eye on the time, though, because I don't really want to go past 4 hours. As much as I would like to have the chapter wrapped up by then. Assuming that I defeat that battle on the next try, and then do Yu-Gi-Oh! Woods, that might put us close to the 4-hour mark, so we'll see. I think this is another battle where I need to hold way back and get those summoners to, commit a little closer to the fight. Pod racing? Like the Star Wars pod racer? From episode 1? Which is better than the episode 1 movie, in my opinion. And there's no Jar Jar. Yeah, pretty much everyone does. The only thing I'll say is, like, the hate that the voice actor got was very unfair. It's not his fault that the character was written badly. Well, I actually like Roger Rabbit, though. Hardest holy explosion extend again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, yeah. I mean, most things are better in space, but not every last thing. Sweet. Yes. More of that. More of that. Oh, come on. Yes. If they waste a turn healing, that's good for me. That's a turn I'm not getting pummeled by artillery. Well, that sucks. I don't want faster ninjas and faster summoners. I got him, but jeez. Ugh. He missed. Dang it. Did almost nothing. They must be highly incompatible Zodiacs. Dang it. Alright. Gotta use them tactics, yo. Alright. The next battle is usually pretty easy, but just the same. Alright. Well, I don't want to be unhealthy to my body, so one real quick restroom break. I'll be right back and we'll finish this battle. Hey. I could have probably held it, but it's like, it's not worth it for this. Besides, y'all got to soak in some more of that lovely music. That's why I didn't kick the intermission on like I normally would. It's like, eh, this is pleasant enough, in my opinion. So if I really wanted to blast through this battle, I could just Phoenix down all of these enemies, but... Yeah! It's just that we were so close to the end, I was like, I'd rather not. But my health is more important than, efficiency of the broadcast. Devastating. Not too bad at all. Alright, well, I could probably force myself to play through the rest of the chapter, but I do have some eye fatigue starting to set in, and I think I should probably wrap the show up at, we're just about at the 4-hour mark. So, it'll be a cliffhanger. Will she get destructicated by the game? So we'll find out next week.